So it's Good Friday today, and it's the 3rd of April. So happy Good Friday to you, and happy Friday, and happy 3rd of April. Today's positive thought, energy, and initiative count as much as talent and luck. It is also World Party Day today, as well as being American Circus Day. Today, on the 3rd of April, is Don't Go to Work Unless It's Fun Day. It is Fan Dance Day. I remember when we used to make them in school. They're so beautiful, like fans. I don't see them for sale like a lot here in Ireland, where I am most of the time. I'd say they're more for a different part of the world, but we bring them home, like, and they're just beautiful, all different colours, patterns and everything. Today's Independent Artist Day, as well as being Hospital Admitting Clerks Day, and it's Fish Fingers and Custard Day today, and it is National Chocolate Mousse Day. It's National Film Score Day, and it is National Find a Rainbow Day. That's what I'll be doing after my show. I'll go out and I'll look for a rainbow, and I must remember to bring in my flower after it's been out in the sunshine, because it needs the sunshine but not too much of the wind, because we don't want the little heads to like fall off or anything before they bloom, and then they're going to be purple. It is National Tweed Day, and it's Professional Appreciation Day today. It is Pony Express Day. How has it gone down? This laptop was charging, and it was fully charged, and it's gone down an awful lot, so we'll put that on now again. Walk to Work Day is today. Weed Out the Hate Day is today, and World Cloud Security Day is today. I might click on Good Friday and see what that one says. It seems like it's the biggest. Thanks. Hello to Elisa doing. Hi to you, 7936, and thank you for being here on this blessed day. Good Friday commemorates the death of Jesus on Calvary, the site just outside the walls of Jerusalem, where Jesus was crucified. It falls on the Friday before Easter for 2026, the 3rd of April. Most Christian denominations recognize Good Friday as a holy day, with many, including members of Catholic, Eastern Orthodox, and Lutheran faiths, fasting and attending church services as well. But there is so much more to this holiday than just these religious rituals. Good Friday is an intensely personal day of prayer and devotion. Hello to Wizard from Oz, and thank you. I hope you have a great time in church and that you get very much good out of it. Hello to Charles, and thank you for writing. So, how can we observe Good Friday? Number one is to pray, and Elisa is doing that in church. That doesn't mean you have to be in church. God is everywhere. God is at home. He's everywhere, not just in one location. He's always with you. So another idea is to fast, and another idea is to volunteer. Jesus stressed the need to help those less fortunate than ourselves. If your religious beliefs allow it, consider volunteering at your church or in your community on this day in the spirit of giving back. 5 Good Friday oddities. The name Good Friday goes back centuries. The earliest known use of the name Good Friday goes back to about 1290 in a text called the South English Legendary. Number 2, go fly a kite. In Bermuda, it's traditional to fly a kite on Good Friday, symbolizing both the cross and Jesus rising to heaven. Oh, that's so nice. That makes sense. Number 3 is darkness. According to Christian tradition, when Jesus was crucified, there was darkness across the land and an earthquake. Lucky cross buns. It is tradition to eat hot, sweet cross buns on Good Friday, and it supposedly brings good luck. Number 5, grab the scissors. A widespread superstition is that getting a haircut on Good Friday prevents headaches for the rest of the year. I didn't know that one. That one is news to me. You could find me now going online again later on doing a DIY haircut to prevent headaches for the rest of the year. So why is Good Friday important? It's a holy day. Jesus was forced to carry the cross to Calvary, where he was crucified alongside 2 criminals. He remained alive on the cross for up to 6 hours, according to biblical tradition, from noon to 3 p.m. On that day, the sky grew dark. We're reminded of Jesus' sacrifice. Christian doctrine teaches that Jesus was born to a Virgin Mary. As an adult, he became a preacher performing miracles and then was put to death by authorities. This sacrifice allowed for the forgiving and pardoning of Christians' sins. Historical Jesus. Just about every scholar of antiquity believes that Jesus was a historical figure. New Testament expert Bart Ehrman writes that Jesus certainly existed, as virtually every competent scholar of antiquity, Christian or non-Christian, agrees. So, that is that, and our angel number for today is 345. And this angel number is a powerful message of positive transformation, growth and forward momentum, indicating that you are on the right path toward personal development. It signifies that your efforts are building a strong foundation, allowing for necessary progressive change to move your life forward. And key interpretation. So if we look at the progressive growth of 345, it symbolizes taking logical steps forward. So the 3 is for dreaming, the 4 is for building foundations, and the 5 is for creating change. Manifestation, then, it says that the number 345 suggests you have the power to change your life, especially through the law of attraction, making it a sign to stay focused on your goals. And then for relationships, it indicates healthy, forward-moving changes and an opportunity to build a more authentic, loving connection. And so, it says, when you see 345, it is a reminder to embrace change and trust your inner wisdom and continue building your dream life step by step. I might look at a few of the messages. Hello, Derek. Hello, Derek. Okay, and hello to Gen Z Tuber. Thank you so much for liking. Hello to Darren, and thank you for being here. It's cool, Claudia, that you have a guitar. That's really cool. Hello to Guitar D1M. Hi to you, and to Joe Has 1512. Hi to you as well. Get to heaven. Right. I'm going to remove that because we can accept everything without. Do you know the way there's so many different religions? Like they're all different. Like so. So for that reason, I'm not going to keep that message there, because you know what, even though I'm Catholic, I still read out when it's a big day for other religions. So then if I'm also reading out something about my own, why would I keep a message that doesn't agree with that? So at 6:10, thank you for saying that. So we have the horoscopes, and the first one is Aries. You could have an urge to invent new things. You feel compelled to create something in the artistic, technical, or philosophical field, if only you'd give yourself enough time to pursue your ideas. Realize today that concentration is the key to accomplishment. Put away periodicals, computers, phones, and other such distractions areas, and you might well be surprised by the wealth of inspiration that comes to you. And thank you very much for your red love heart reactions. It makes me very happy. So, what is the story for Taurus today? Generally, you come up with the perfect witty answer one day too late. Impulse and intuition take a back seat to your excellent self-control. The day ahead presents one opportunity to let go of the inhibition that sometimes stymies you. Stymies. Yield to your instincts a little and see what happens. A little more socializing would not hurt either. You're certainly entitled to some fun now and then. And then we have Gemini. So Gemini's message is as follows. You think of yourself as fairly modern in your thinking, but you really being able to reject tradition entirely. Have you rid yourself of all the outmoded conventions that confined earlier generations? You'll be inspired, Gemini, to revamp your role models and lighten your workload. Equality in the home is just as important as equality in the workplace. Hello, love to India from Ireland. That makes sense. I'm half Irish, half English myself. So, the Cancer horoscope. There is some likelihood of a slight career conflict. You might have to deal with a co-worker who steps on your toes or runs roughshod. Roughshod. Over your gentle nature. Defend yourself with your favorite weapons: silence, laughter, and perspective. Let your adversary tangle himself or herself in desperate attempts to justify their behavior. Let your boss be the wise and discerning judge of this matter. And then we have Leo. Leo's message. And it says, for a few weeks now, you've understood that each day brings its share of constraints. Today you could feel doubts about your physical appearance. Are you questioning your attractiveness, Leo, or your ability to make an impression on someone special? Did you use bad judgment at some point, and you're now afraid that you've hurt your reputation, Leo? A decision you make at the end of the day will relieve these anxieties. And now we'll do the reminder of the positive thought, because more people have popped in that might have missed it at the beginning of the show. And that positive thought is energy and initiative count as much as talent and luck. So then we have Virgo. And Virgo's message is that this is a day to think about your private life. Expect to be particularly sensitive to all kinds of demands from those close to you. You have the power to create greater harmony at home, specifically in your relationship. Take stock of everyone's desires to consider any limitations in fulfilling them. Even if the answers aren't found today, it will be useful to simply ask the questions. Hi to Brenda. Hello to Brenda. I'm Katie. And yes is the answer. I do sing. Yeah. And the next one is Libra. Yes, you also look cute when I wear glasses, because I can see you properly. Because if I don't wear glasses, you're a blur. I have such bad eyesight. Which reminds me, I need to book my optician's appointment sometime soon now. What will I sing? So we're exactly at the halfway mark anyway. So let's see what song we'll do. Public domain. Yeah, it's that one again. And actually, when I chose my grey oversized jumper, I love it. And I actually checked that. I actually didn't know that today was National Grey Day. Like, I had picked this out before I found that out, and I thought that was so cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like the song Molly Malone. It's actually the Ireland flag, but hello to India. Yeah, so that's in the public domain. Yay. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. As she wheeled the wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. And they wheeled their barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and sure no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels the barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. And the first horoscope of our second half is Libra. I'm so happy that that comment was hidden. Okay. So Libra, today can be a relaxing day provided you make the necessary efforts to deal with material constraints. You would like nothing better than to spend much of the day planning fun activities for the future. Hello to Biloxi, Mississippi, USA. Hello, Frank. Hi, and thanks for saying that. So Libra, but alas, demands from your family, friends, or boss force you to concentrate on the here and now instead. Still, don't abandon your wonderfully pleasing ambitions altogether. Now we have Scorpio loaded up. Hello Frank, so I'm from Ireland in a place called County Kerry. Hello to Coders Community 7298. Scorpio. There is a lot on your mind today, Scorpio. Over the last 3 weeks, that's very accurate article, isn't it? You've analysed your relationships on a deep and profound level. New people with attractive qualities could be tempting you to make a change. But is this a good time in your life to start up friendships or love relationships? Are you willing to accept the upheaval such changes would create? These are worthwhile questions to ask. Thank you to Sarah. Thanks very much. And hi to Shahil and then Isaac. I don't know. I'm going to Google that name. So that person is an American podcaster. So this wouldn't be a podcast and I'm not American, so yeah. Now we have Sagittarius. I'm going to Google that word because I don't know what that is. Hello to Rick Norman, and thank you, Frank. So, Sagittarius, after a few days that were a bit serious, today you awake with a light heart and boundless energy. Your capacity for seduction will be at its peak, so why not use it to your advantage? The men and women at work in particular will yield to your wishes today, Sagittarius. Your influence extends to all levels of your organization. If you have been thinking about asking your boss for a raise, do it today. Thank you to Jalen Milro. Yes, This does it all right. Yeah. So, we are now at Capricorn. So Capricorn's message is, you could be feeling a bit overworked and overwhelmed as well. Wow. Oh my god, that is so original. No one has ever called me Four Eyes on YouTube before. Wow, well done. Yeah, they are horrid. Thank you. Yeah, Josh, my stream is going very well. Thank you. That's funny. Do you know the one? This is what I'm saying. The messages that are hidden are fine, and then the message that are not hidden, they're the one that should be hidden. Like, actually, that's funny. Thank you to Wizard from Oz. I find that so funny. I find that so funny when there's people like, behaving like that. And you're like, children, even if they're adults. But I find it hilarious. Like somebody, okay, is old enough to, first of all, I think you have to create a Gmail account to have YouTube, and then they they write this message and send it out to the public, like not just me, it's public, and wow, thank you. Well, if I was a tooth fairy, I would not put money under your pillow. So yeah, I should make you the moderator, yeah. Hello to Naman Mani. And if I was Santa, I would give you coal. But yeah, like, your digital footprint, like when you are writing these messages publicly, like, oh my god. And I'm saving my streams like as playbacks, so when in the future, when you're looking for a job, like, these comments are going to be here, because I'm not deleting my programs, because my programs are my progress, you see. Because we can see by my April shows how much better I am than I was in January, and we can see then in July how much better I will be than I was right now in April, you see. So I won't be deleting my live streams at all, and your comments are going to stay here, so, because when you play back these shows, you can see those comments. So and I've actually seen that happen, where I was listening to Radio Kerry, to a show that Deirdre Walsh does, and she was explaining it that this person was building their career for 10 years, and a comment that they made on Twitter 10 years previously came against them for the job. And that's what's going to happen to you, because karma does exist, and it doesn't matter. Even if you're creating like a fake name, it doesn't matter. Like, you're not anonymous on the internet, and when you're making public comments to somebody else, it doesn't, even if you think you're anonymous, you're not. And me telling you this is actually me helping you. It's actually me helping you to get hired in the future. So you're welcome. So Capricorn, it says that you could be feeling a bit overworked and overwhelmed. And it says perhaps the constraints and demands of your professional life are weighing heavily on your mind. Don't worry, these feelings shall pass. Expect an opportunity to get free of the ties that bind, even though it will only be a temporary respite. Take advantage of it, Capricorn. Thank you to Nacho Coffee. Hi to you. Hello to Utah from Ireland. Howdy, Oren Lines. Hi. Now we are at Aquarius. So Aquarius's message is asking, are you feeling grumpy lately? Don't fret. because your bad mood won't last. This attitude is unlike you. Co-workers notice your change in personality, but still treat you with consideration and respect. You're fortunate to be able to draw upon a considerable wealth of kindness and good karma that you have built up over the years. Your friends and loved ones treat your mood as an aberration, which is exactly what it is. A-B-E-R-R-A-T-I-O-N. Search Google now for that word. It's a departure from what is normal, usual, or expected, typically an unwelcome one. Now, aren't we learning loads of new vocabulary? Pisces, how hard you have to work to achieve your purpose. It's as though you carry around an overstuffed sandbag, and each step requires a huge effort. I do, yeah. Father Ted actually down the road there with Father Jack and the other guy, Dougal. Yeah. So it's as though you carry around an overstuffed sandbag, and each step requires a huge effort. This would be a good day, Pisces, to identify the source of the trouble. Ask if you are not sabotaging yourself and letting your subconscious resist the goals you have so deliberately set. You have a deep inner mystery to solve, Pisces. And we have you are a message from God. I don't think that's true. Jayanta, I don't think that's true. Right, so there's a few messages that I'm just moderating at the moment because either they have nothing to do with the channel or they're just not being hidden when they should be. Wow, okay, we're removing that one. Right, so Jayanta, you obviously need to reach out because okay, thank you. Yeah, I won't remove so many of them because removing them take a lot of my time from my show, and I can always remove them after the show. I don't have to remove them during the show. Right. It's funny, you know, some of the messages are hidden and there's nothing wrong with them, like, and then the ones that are on show. But yeah, we have arrived for today's story anyway, and universe United States, United States, okay. The judge dismisses Blake Lively's case against Justin Baldoni. So this is story from today, and it was uploaded at 2:45 p.m. And there's a picture there on the website of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni co-starred in It Ends With Us. I saw that movie and I thought it was good. And it's actually a film that Baldoni himself directed. So, a federal judge in New York has dismissed actor Blake Lively's claims. I knew her first from watching Gossip Girl, and that's why I wanted to watch the film, because, you know, I kind of knew her from Gossip Girl, and then I thought that was a really good film. I'm glad I watched it. And then she got into this. So today, and I was kind of waiting and wondering how is this case going to turn out. So now, today, we found out how it turned out. So a federal judge in New York has dismissed actor Blake Lively's claims in her lawsuit against actor and director Justin Baldoni, significantly narrowing her case over the filming of their 2024 drama It Ends With Us. U.S. District Judge Louis Lehman's 152-page decision followed more than a year of acrimonious litigation over the film, in which Blake Lively and, what's your man's first name, Justin Baldoni co-starred in, and which Baldoni directed. And it says creative artists, no less than comedy room writers, must have some amount of space to experiment within the bounds of an agreed script without fear of being held liable. The judge wrote. Yeah, her name in the movie It Ends With Us, her name in the movie was Lily Bloom. And it says the judge said jurors could consider whether the defendants impermissibly and materially altered Lively's career prospects through what she called a smear campaign, after Baldoni hired public relations and crisis management specialist. On the 18th of May, the case is scheduled to go to trial. The lawyer says that Blake Lively looks forward to testifying. So, May, well, that's only next month, but it means that we have still more to wait for finding out. Hello to Joy. Hi to you. Yeah, hi to everyone. Blake Lively looks forward to testifying because it says, and showing the efforts made to destroy her reputation, because she stood up for safety on the set. Okay. So that's cool, I guess. There's more to wait for. I thought that we were finding it all out today, but we're not, because May is next month. And the weather forecast is a mix of cloud and sunny spells for the rest of the day, with scattered showers. So that's perfect, because you know the way we'll be looking for rainbows. Well, now that's the ideal scenario that you want in the weather forecast if you're going to be looking for rainbows, because you'll find rainbows when you have sunny spells and scattered showers together. A few may be heavy, moderate, locally fresh westerly winds will back southwest and ease this evening. Tonight, quickly becoming cloudy, with outbreaks of rain and drizzle spreading north eastwards across the province overnight. Lowest temperatures of 3 to 6 degrees and coldest early in the night. Light southwest winds will back south to southeast and freshen in southwestern parts of Munster towards morning. Hello to India, love to India from Ireland. I am reading the chat, yes. I am also doing my show simultaneously, which is why I can address the chat, the way. So tomorrow's weather forecast, the 4th of the 4th, Saturday the 4th of April. Storm Dave will bring wet and windy conditions on tomorrow, which is Saturday. So south to southeast winds veering southwesterly will increase very strong and gusty through the day. The strong onshore winds coinciding with high waves and high tides will give risk of wave overtopping and coastal flooding. Cloudy without breaks of rain and drizzle becoming isolated by midday. A band of heavier and more persistent rain will spread from the west in the afternoon, with spot flooding possible. A clearance to scattered showers will follow later, with winds veering westerly in most parts. Highest temperatures of 10 to 13 degrees. And it is now 6:42 p.m. So, right. Well, that's it anyway. So thanks to everyone for being here. Thanks to everyone for being here. I just got another message that was hidden, so that's what I was kind of trying to process in my mind, because I don't know how to respond to it. Yeah, so that's alright anyway, and have a fabulous Friday evening, Friday night and weekend. I will be looking forward to seeing you on Monday and all weeknights at 6 p.m. Irish time. Thank you to every one of you. Thank you, Wizard from Oz. And my ID. What? I don't think I'll ever have to give my ID on a live stream. Thank you for your flowers. Thank you. That's so sweet. I love them. Why does people think I'm British? I know I said I was half English, half Irish, but some people don't know the difference between England and Ireland. And also, why the hate as well? So much hate for, the other one comment that was hidden. They thought that my accent was British as well, and it's so nasty, the comments. We're gonna have to do something about that, because the moderator is not moderating. The messages are still coming through, and people are just online scrolling, but it's not just scrolling. It's like when you write a message and you're sending that message, you are intending to cause hurt and harm to somebody else. I'm not AI. I have feelings, and those feelings matter. So I will be looking forward to seeing my friends and the people that are lovely and kind to me. Yeah, so I will be here on Monday and all weeknights at 6 p.m. Bye.